folks, let's do it. Let's do it. Before we even get anywhere, let's do this how it needs to be done. O'Neal needs to do what he has to do. O'Neal, just do what you have to do. I know. But no, just hold on a little bit. I have to do this the right way. Ready? Temperatures rising, your body's yearning. Oh, rooster knows. Oh, seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. Rooster, you ready? Oh. It seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. Roosters are ready. Oh, rooster ready. The rooster is ready, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. So I know people are hating right now on Angelina. They're saying, O'Neal, is Angelina winning right now? We don't know. We don't know. Possibly. She has had an impact on Anthony. Good evening, folks. How are you doing this evening? Angelina's ready. Angie's ready. Oh, are you ready? Oh. Whoa. My mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. I don't want to hurt nobody, but there is something that I must confess. I don't see nothing wrong, oh, with a little rooster wine. I don't see nothing wrong, oh. Nothing wrong, guys. Come on. I don't see nothing wrong, oh, with a little rooster wine. I don't see nothing wrong. Where are my people this evening? Guys, good evening. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Is there anything wrong with a rooster wine? Is there anything wrong with a little rooster wine? Hold on. I don't see anything at all wrong. Nothing at all is wrong. Hold on. Get a bottle. Let me get a bottle. I don't see nothing wrong. Oh. Where are my people this evening? With a little rooster wine. I don't see nothing wrong. Oh. But there is something that How are my folks this evening? Guys, let's do it. I have a jam-packed show for y'all this evening. Y'all know how it works already. Just keep the chat clean. We're going to have fun. If you're not here to have fun, this is not the channel for you. We are a fun channel. We'll have fun on the channel. We don't have no cursings on the channel at all. So it's PG, even though we kind of go there every now and again. But it's an intelligent way of doing it. You understand? So let's dig into it. Members, thank you very much for supporting the channel at all times. Moderators, thank you for keeping the chat clean. Everyone else who's watching, just enjoy the show. So, last night, Angelina pulled out the little rooster wine. I don't see nothing wrong, oh, with a little rooster wine. And I don't see anything wrong with a little rooster wine. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of rooster wine. Come on. Angelina pulled out her best game. She even had the lingerie to prove it. Stomach out. And by the way, I must say she looks good for her, you know. She's looking good. She is looking, I won't lie, she's looking good. Brody almost didn't make it out alive. She's looking good. I must say, for a woman who is up there a little bit more than I am, she's looking good. She is looking good. O'Neal is not going to lie. O'Neal is not one to lie. I'm not one to lie. She almost had Brody. Brody was almost had. She had him in the lock. Almost had him. The tattoo and everything was all good. Coming down the skin. It's close. All O'Neal is saying is this. O'Neal is not trying to get into it. Please don't put O'Neal into it, please. I'm not into it, but I'm just saying. She was looking. She was, yes. Yes. If she caught a guy on a particular day, things could happen. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to. Come on.
You know, you'd have just acted right.
Then what? You know what else I miss?
What you miss?
When you kiss me on my neck.
All the things turned out. Brody was this close. A lot of this was happening. All of these things was happening. Let me go down into where we were, where we need to be. This is where we need to be. Right here. We already mini live it.
But one thing.
Yes.
Are you gonna leave Pam?
Why are you doing this?
Brody, you know I'm not the kind of woman that just gives my love to any man and let him run about his merry way.
Well, you're going to have to be one of those ladies because you run the man out. The problem in Angelina is that you run the man out, so you really have no choice at this time. You'll have to just give it up. Give it up. You can't give her the loving. You're going to have to give it up. Angelina will have to give it up freely. She cannot give it up with restrictions. If she wishes to get Brody back, she's going to have to give a couple freebies. She's going to have to give a couple samples. She has to give a couple samples. She must give Brody some samples if she plans to get him back. Faith is the substance, I don't forget you. Trust me, I don't forget you. Why do I feel like, oh, Lord. I'm not forget the faith is the substance. If she's going to get Brody back, she must. And I said must. I repeat, she must do something to get Brody back. You have to. You can't just get Brody back just so. You need stuff with that. She needs substance to get Brody back. She needs substance. You can't just get Brody back like that. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. If she's going to get Brody back, she's going to have to give away a couple samples. Am I incorrect, ladies? Let me ask the question in the chat. Should Angelina have given Brody a sample? Sometimes you have to give up some samples. You have to give up samples. People have to know what they're buying. Brody don't want to buy any puss in a bag. Brody does not want to buy puss in a bag. Brody does not intend to buy any puss in a bag. And so, that's what's going on right here. So him can't buy a puss in a bag right now. Cannot buy puss in a bag. Does she need to give up some samples? Ladies, talk to me. Should she have given up some samples? Sometimes you have to give the man a little sample. You have to let him know what he's missing. Ladies, I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm a male here. I'm a male and I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all come to the channel for the truth. I'm giving you the truth. I am giving you guys the truth. You have to give up some samples. You have to put it on for me. You have to put it on. DJ, won't you play this girl a love song? Bum, bum. I really need to hear this. You need to put it on me. You need to do that.
So I'm asking you, are you going to be here with me?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to stay with Pam? Are you going to leave Pam?
Ladies, rule number 1. Always give the man a free sample. You must leave an impression on a man's mind. This is serious thing. This is serious things, guys. Ladies, I'm being serious. Ask David and ask the males on the channel. Men, come out, men out. Come out of the woodwork, gentlemen. Come out of the woodwork. Men, is it better? Is it better if a woman gives samples? Especially because she's a wife. As a man, you can't put it on me until your attitude is right. It's not easy. Oh, David said he's not easy. So David said you can't do the samples either. Men, I may be wrong. She should have provided him a sample. She talked too much. The point is that she was talking too much. The thing is this, she is abusive, so the price has gone down. Listen, the more abusive the woman or the man is, the more the price goes down, the more you don't really want it. So she can't be demanding anything. I don't know why I'm having on this shirt, but anyways, this is what is going on, and Brody had to leave.
I don't know if I can do that.
So she had to sleep alone. She had to sleep alone last night. And this is, okay, so for right here, so the women agree with you. Right now, the ladies, the men are saying that no, regardless of what's going on. But I'm just saying, if you're a woman, you're trying to get your husband back, you may need to give a couple samples. I'm just saying, if you're a woman trying to get your husband back, you may, she is abusive. In other words, David, she can't demand too much, but you are correct. The price on my end goes up. It's going to cost me more. Yes, but for her, the price is less. She's trying to set the price higher, David. She's trying to put the price up. She is trying to put the price up, but it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Anyways, it seemed though like her plan for Anthony is working. Even though she has failed in the bedroom, even though she failed right here, so it seems like her plan is working. She needs to learn to be nice. Is Angelina, so here's the question now. Is Angelina's plan for Anthony working? So even though her plan is not working in the bedroom right now, the fact that she can't get to cut it right now, David said the price expensive, apparently, you know, no strings attached. That was the point I was making, Cassie, that you should have given this with no strings attached, but okay. David is trying to call me out, folks. David says I'm as bad as Rafi. All she has to do is to send me a pic of it, and I'm back at the door with my suitcase. Number one, would I never ever move out. Number one, David, no woman can throw me out. Alright, so now come back home to the house. Nothing to buy the house. If O'Neal purchases a house, I'm sorry, ladies, you cannot get me out. If my money goes into a house, you're not putting me out of a house that my money purchases. So let me just make that clear. Let me make that clear to all y'all folk over here. You can put this out on blast. You can tell the world this. If my money goes into a house, you're not putting me out. You can try. You can try. Or else I'm cutting everything in half. You want it? I'm going to cut the house in half. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry. I'm not with the stuff that they have over here. Listen, David. You're saying pack with suitcase. This is what a woman would come home to. You play with me and the house is going to be in half like this. I'm cutting the house in half. I'm cutting. Now you know who O'Neal is. We put our names on this house together. You're not kicking me out. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm not moving out. So get it straight, because you're going to come home to a half a house. Let me find like a half a house for you. There you go. Right there. That's where you're coming home to. I'm cutting the entire thing in half. I am cutting the house in half. No way, Jose. No way. No way. Let me just clear that up. Let me clear that up. O'Neal operates totally different. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not like y'all. Y'all can deal with this stuff here. Y'all can do that. I'm not putting my name on a house, spending the time to go down to the mortgage company, going on a mortgage, using my own credit, using my money to buy a house, and then woman take me and put me out. You must be mad. You must be mad. Me cut everything in half. Yes, my dear with the chainsaw. My dear. This is where I'm about to say yes. Yes, me I cut everything in half right now. Everything in half. Everything is being cut in half. You can get a 50% discount on the house. So let me just be clear. 50% discount on the house. Right away. If only your spouse tried to pull this, right away you get a 50% discount. Right away. 50% discount from the house. You can purchase the half. Well, call me where you want, call me, but I'm cutting everything in half. I'm telling you right now. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not playing those games. I am not playing those games over here. I'm not. Anyways, let's move on, because I don't want to get the people up here. We're trying to get O'Neal out. Just know that that's how it works. Nope, not leaving already everything, David. No, not doing it. Not doing it. Not if it's my house. Not if my pay feet. Not if my pay feet, David. Nope. Nope. You are nothing like Brody's case. No. You're not getting that house from me like that. Nope. You can try. You can try. You can try. You can try. I'm cutting everything. The toilet bowl, everything. Everything. You want to go use the toilet, cut it in half. Even the toilet bowl, I'm cutting in half like that. Even the toilet bowl. I'm cutting the toilet bowl in half. You want to use the toilet, you're going to sit down on one half of the toilet. This is how bad O'Neal is. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry. Call me bad. Call O'Neal terrible. That's what it is. I'm cutting the toilet in half. The stove going to cut in half. The fridge is going to be cut in half. The table is going to be cut in half. I'm cutting the bed in half. You want to sleep on the bed? Sleep on the next side of the bed. The couch is going to be cut in half. You want half. There you go. But you're not getting me out of my house. You can sleep in the next half. Somebody said, the diary of a mad black man. Man up? Okay, well, hey. Not if my money pay for it. Y'all can play all the games. I'm not playing those games. I may just be the wrong person for you to marry. I may be the wrong person. I've already told you. I've already told you. I need to tell. Listen, this is what you're coming into. Anyways, let me behave myself. What do you mean no, O'Neal? Yes, O'Neal. You think you ladies think you're supposed to just come into a marriage, come take all of my money and go about your business? No. So I would have never been bringing no suitcase back and then the doorsteps. Please. Nonetheless, let's dig into the puzzle here. So, this is a big scene of the day. Let me change gears. Y'all say O'Neal terrible. It's fine. This is a big scene of the day. And this scene was very interesting. We have a lot to talk about in this. And I want to hear y'all's comments. So we have more ear on the views on this. I gave my views. But I want ear on the views. Yes, Michelle B. If you're married to me and you decide you want to go about your business, go on. But you're not getting me. Because we're tired. That's just what it is right now. Nonetheless, let me get y'all's take on this so that we can know exactly where we are. I want to get your take on the Amber scenario. Let me get to the take on the Amber scenario right now because call the fly lawyer. If you need to call him, call him. Okay, so let's dig into this storyline with Amber.
Shayla is not going to let us take a DNA test on Kai. Like, she's not going to freely allow us to do that. So I was thinking the next time that he comes, I'm going to go ahead and order the test. So when he comes, we can just swab him, send it out, and the results come back to us. And we don't have to worry about even asking her because you know she's going to give us a fight.
Say what now?
You hear me? I said we can swab Kai when he's over here, and then we get the results. We don't have to even worry about Shayla.
All right. So let's stop this right here. So O'Neal should be on Anthony's side. I am sort of on Anthony's side. I just told you that skit-wise, Anthony just not work him thing out. But I sort of, if you go back in the timeline, David, you'd know that I don't necessarily like to see women drain men. I don't like to see men starting from zero. Now, Anthony has done a lot of nonsense. So, I don't know if I pick up for Amber because he has done a lot. The things that Anthony has done, I would have never done. So, Anthony is kind of beyond me at this point. All right. So, the D is, you want somebody to teach me a drink? So, here's the deal. Is Amber's idea a good one? So Amber says we need to get Kai over here, swab him, and take a DNA test. And I'm asking y'all if this is a good idea. Me think it was a good idea. Let me hear y'all's take on it. Some want to say yes, some people say no. Let me get y'all's take. Amber thought that her husband was on board with doing a DNA. Yes, Rhonda. She thinks so. Not the toilet, how it flush. Me no know. You better find out how the toilet flushes. Talk to me. Was this a good idea? Angela, I can say yes. It was a good one. Talk to me, folks. Talk to me. Was this a good idea? She really loves Anthony to believe that God is still in charge. I do believe that God is still in charge. That's what you say, lover. I don't agree with Anthony. He is too much. Amber's idea should have been the first idea that they had. Yes, it's a good idea. If Anthony is not Kai's father, it will not be up to him. The real father will decide who is in the child's life. The father may decide to file for full custody because of what Shayla and Angelina did. Let's work it again. Now, Ashley, I have a more contrarian view. It's better to take the child to a clinic, but yes, it's a good idea. Okay? All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, Amber's idea, I thought it was a good idea, but hey, apparently Anthony didn't think so. So, hey, let's proceed.
She would have to know that we're doing it. That's brilliant, right?
Amber, I know damn well you're not talking about sneaking and swabbing my son. Seriously?
Well, Anthony, I'm saying Shayla is not gonna...
It's not about Shayla. Everybody is always about me and me and me. My baby is innocent.
So, okay. So let me ask y'all a question. What does a DNA test, I have to ask people this, what does a DNA test have to do with the innocent? Because everybody are true on the word innocent. No, but the baby innocent. But the baby is innocent. But O'Neal, it's an innocent baby. No, but O'Neal, the baby is innocent. O'Neal, it's an innocent child. O'Neal, you're not empathetic. Because the child is innocent, O'Neal. Come, folks, talk to me. Talk to me here, sir, because the innocent line keep coming up. Look up on the stage, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's an innocent crew. And who's next on the DNA train? Come in, Anthony, and drive them insane. Talk to me here, sir. Proof of paternity. Mr. want to say no. He probably told them to change the storyline since he's a writer on Wayne's skit. And Vanswell, he probably told him that it's... You know what, Curtis, you're right. You know, Vanswell has something to do with it. Vanswell has something to do with it. Vanswell is not here yet, but Vanswell has something to do with it. She needs to convince Anthony that Angelina and Shayla are cunning and are gold diggers. No, at this point in time, she don't need to convince him nothing. Nothing. No more convincing of Anthony for me. Yes, it was a great idea. However, Anthony doesn't care if he's a father or not. He acts as if he don't have Kai swabbed previously. Amber's pregnancy and baby David was innocent. What about that? Ocean baby, thank you very much. Let me read some of y'all's comments. More I know because them throw on the innocent word. The kid is innocent, but that DNA test is needed, Ayana says. Thank you very much, Ayana. Let us discuss this. The fact that the baby being an innocent has nothing to do with it. It's not an invasive procedure. It's just a swab of a saliva. And that's what I don't get. Like what I don't get. Exactly. Makes sense. It's not invasive. Nothing. And just wants to be the father desperately. But that is his own fault, not Amber's. Thank you very much. I love these comments, you know. Anthony's being selfish. Why wouldn't he want the child to know his real father? David, let me stop right here. So, this, David, I must say that as a father, I felt this scene because my first inkling was, what if I was the child of this baby? What if I was the father, right? Let's just say O'Neal was in the soup. And let's say me get some of Shayla pum pum, right? Let's say I got some. I don't know. People say I get some. Me not get none. But we're hypothetically speaking. Let's say O'Neal has gotten some of Shayla's pum pum. Okay? And now, he is in this soup. And this is O'Neal's baby. Why is it fair for me not to know that this is my child? Because Anthony is a millionaire. Why? Why? Why would it be fair? It's the most unfair line Anthony has mentioned in all of this. But you do have men out there who don't look at things this way. And because some of the times they don't look on it this way because they are taught to think like this. Sometimes you have women who teach them to think like this. That's where the stepfather thing come in and the stepmother thing come in. But you can't teach a man to think like this. No. A child must see them father no matter what. But let me read some of y'all comments. In Georgia, if you're not married to the mother and your name is not on the birth certificate, you can't take a DNA test without the mother's consent. Anthony needs to go to the court. He'll be sued. Well, at least he would have known and he can challenge it. At least he would know and he would challenge it. Anthony already said that his son, whether he do a DNA test or not, M. Johnson, it need a test. Need a test. It's unfair. This is unfair to the actual father. Extremely unfair. He obviously doesn't want to know if he's a father or not. Anthony is so obsessed with being a father that at this point, he'll take care of a child that might not be his. It's pathetic. And it is disingenuous to the father. That's like me taking a child from a mother and giving it to the wrong mother. This is unfair, but I'll proceed with how he went in this scene.
He's a baby, and you up here trying to rob him of a choice? All these kids in the world who don't have fathers. And what are you trying to do? Take away his?
All these kids that don't have fathers, but he's taking away his. How can they take away Kai's father? How can you take a father away? And I'm not talking about jail here, guys, but maybe O'Neal know what's going on. Read your comment, Angela. Anthony really wants to go back to Shayla and Kai. Angela, I'm starting to believe that. And so maybe that's how the Stockholm Syndrome plays it. Someone talked about Stockholm Syndrome the other day, and I think so. It is clear. He must miss the taco meat. Yes. What I don't understand is people are saying she's being selfish. But ask yourself, why would Shayla accept him? Why wouldn't Shayla be accepting being on child support? Exactly. Why wouldn't she accept? Because, well, Curtis, she wouldn't accept him being on child support because she'd have got less money. That's one reason. We just said the child support table is about what, $2,300, maybe $3,000. Right now, she's getting $13,000 and $15,000 in 1 month. So it is disadvantageous for her right now. It's a disadvantage. Let me read y'all's comment. It is unfair to Kai and the real father. The longer this stretches out, the worse it will get. That's what is being shown here. How sometimes us men, because of our egos, let me call us out, sometimes, well, a few simp men, sometimes because of a simp man's ego, he tries to pretend like he's a father when he is not. The one thing O'Neal won't do is stop a child from being fathered by them real father. No. If you abuse the kid, that is different. If you manipulate the kid to some level where the kid is becoming weird for whatever it is, I guess, hey, maybe you have to report it to an agency. But not baby Kai. Not Kai. Ashley, you're right. Him need to shut up. For true. Him need to shut up. But people are saying he loves Shayla. So maybe he really loves Shayla for true. Maybe he loves Shayla. Does Anthony love Shayla? That's a good question right now, because the levels at which he's protecting them is uncanny. Kai has a father. Just say maybe not. That just may not be you. If it's not Anthony, then somebody made him. He can't just come unless Shayla is the Virgin Mary.
No, Anthony, I'm not trying to take away his father. I'm trying to make sure that you are his father.
Oh my God, can somebody in this whole triangle have some kind of morals? God.
Morals?
And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, everything that I did to you. All right, I'm sorry. I know I've done you wrong. I've done you beyond wrong. Shayla's done you beyond wrong. You've had a play in this too. But Kai is innocent.
All of a sudden, he's become the just God that looks down, that sits up high and looks low. Angela Phillips said, Amber needs to realize how this is going to affect Anthony at heart. This is going to be very painful if it's not his son. He's going to be hurt worse than Arby. And Angela Phillips may understand that he will be hurt, but the truth is, while she needs to understand that, he needs to understand that he's hurting Kai the longer it takes for Kai to know the real father. You can't take over a father's role. That's like me going in on David's kids and saying, David, you know what? All of a sudden, no, I'm the father of the kids then. As simple of a move as it is. Because the kids probably resent me. This is not right. From a male perspective, Angela Phillips, it's not right. The comment alone makes it seem like he's not even the real father. Why would a swab test take away his father? David, you're right. This was the moment I think that Amber got. She got her green light to leave. Was this a green light? Was this Amber's moment to leave? Was this Amber's way out for a divorce? Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. Me think said this is our moment. She said God a guide her, but to me, I am seeing the signs, but look like she's seeing the same signs and that I'm seeing. But maybe something else. Anthony is scared of the outcome, scared of the outcome. He loves pimping. You think he loves pimping? He loves pimping. Oh gosh. Here comes Vanswell, and our resident Vanswell is here. Resident Vanswell is here. Our resident Vanswell is here, is here, is here. Here comes Vanswell. Y'all know Vanswell was going to come with one of the comments then. You know Vanswell was going to come with this. O'Neal, you prejudge wrong because you're Amber biased. There is no Amber bias. The point of the matter is this. We don't know if this is Anthony's child. And nothing is wrong with taking a swab to know. As someone says in the chat, it's not an invasive procedure. Kai's not being pricked. None of those things are happening. You're taking a little thing to swab the back of his mouth. That's about it. He might get some saliva. Swab him cheek. You swab Anthony's cheek. That's about it. No part of that swab is going to hurt him. Vanswell is back. I told y'all are wrong for thinking. Somebody come get Vanswell. Somebody come get Vanswell, please. Somebody please come get Vanswell. Amber is getting a lesson. It's time to run for the hills. She needs to run for the border like a... Amber needs to run for the hills. She needs to run for the hills because right now, this man is playing games. So Anthony loves money more than Shayla. If it was the money and the assets, bring him back home. It's something. At this point, it's something. He's tied to this baby. Angela Phillips, I want you to understand me now. I get what you mean, But it's unfair. If I am a father, Angela Phillips, if I'm the father, and you find out this is not your kid, and I have been the father, and I want to father a child, just like how you want father one, but I'm the real father, wouldn't it be unfair for you to step and block my way of being a father? You follow me, Angela? Wouldn't it be unfair for you not to give me the opportunity to father my child? If you go to the hospital and someone took your baby, Angela Phillips, and said they're going to father the baby themselves, wouldn't you feel some type of way that you never get a chance to mother your own baby? That is what it feels like as a father. But you see, sometimes women don't understand that fathers feel it too. So just like what Anthony is saying, he's feeling it, the real father is going to feel it. Now, if he's the real father, sure, he's going to feel it. If he's not the real father, then the real father is going to feel it. That's what we are saying right now. That's what we mean when we're talking.
He's innocent.
Okay, you don't have to yell at me.
It seems like that's the only thing that people understand is when I raise my voice. You trying to swab my baby? God. He's a baby. And regardless, he's my son.
Regardless. She get it right here, so. Regardless, Amber. No matter what you want to do. He wants to tell Shayla to trust the process. That's what I'm telling her. So I believe he won. I believe he would be in love with a laugh. With a laugh. He only went back to Amber for the money. So it's only for the money. That's it. That is it. That is it. Let me see if some, let's see if some turn up. Claiming Kai. Let's see if what Anthony said then. Let's see it. Right now, I must say it's Fiend Picnic. He's saying this is his child. So M. Johnson is on the defense. This is Kitlan. She was pregnant in real life. So it's not going to be the exact conception date. That is Anthony's son. Who else will it be the father? Somebody else. We know she's been giving away the pum pum. M. Johnson. The pum pum has been all over. He doesn't want Amber to know about his finances or if this is his baby or what he's doing. The pum pum has been given out. Listen, if O'Neal was in the skits, my name could have... If O'Neal was a part of these skits, chances are, if me... Listen, ladies. If O'Neal was in the skits, his name would have been in it. If Chico 1977 was in the skits, his name would have been in it. If David L. was in the skits, his name would have been in it. If Kasim was in the skits, his name would have been in it. If Evan White Sr. was in the skits, his name would have been in it. Listen to me. If John Green was in the skits, his name would have been in it. If D. Joseph was in the skits, his name would have been in it. All of our names would have been in a like a hat, like a draw. It would be like a lotto draw, really. Our names would have been in the pot. It would have been like a bingo draw. It would be like a bingo draw. It would be like a big bingo draw. If we were in it, it would be like a bingo draw. This is it. People would have sweat. Them name would have in it. Yes, David, if you in a skit, your name would have in it. Somewhere, somehow. 7 in the G line, 7 in the G line, 7 in the G line. Looks like D in the white line, D in the white line, D in the white line. David's name would have been in it. Talk to me, Angela, please. Let me see what you say. Let me read some comments. Sneaking and swabbing. Sneaking and swabbing. What's wrong with swabbing? Nothing wrong with swabbing a little cheek. Nothing is wrong with swabbing Kai's cheek. Oh, D. Joseph is a woman. I didn't know. I'm sorry about that. PSA announcement. D. Joseph's name would not be in it. D. Joseph is a woman. D. Joseph is a woman. D. Joseph's name would not have been in it. D. Joseph is not a woman. D. Joseph is not in it. Sway was trying to be in it, but Sway does not have the tools. Sway does not have the tools. You can't strap your way into a child. You cannot strap your way. You can't strap up your way into a child. D. Joseph would not be in it because, yes, you can't strap up your way in a child. You have to have the correct tools. You need the correct tools. You need a long enough screwdriver so you can get it in properly. A very long screwdriver. You need a long screwdriver. The short one doesn't work well. You need a long screwdriver, a very long one, so you can plant the screw properly. There you go. There you go. A nice long screwdriver. So you can plant it down there properly. Let me ask you a question. I don't want to be mean here. I don't want to be rude, but the question is it because of the length of the screwdriver why Anthony's name right now is in trouble? Is Anthony in jeopardy because is Anthony in jeopardy because his screwdriver isn't, let me move on. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying you need a long screwdriver to get the job done. You need to be able to screw the screw down properly. You have to get it done properly. People know this. Anyways, let's move on to the. You guys behaving yourself, though, man. Y'all be coming out of character here.
Listen, you know what? I never thought that you, of all people, could go that low. A child? A baby?
The levels of disrespect that he has given Amber is just is off the chain. Honestly, Anthony, really, this was very disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. Let me ask you something, ladies. Let me ask you something. Yes, the soldier them week. Something is going on because he's being questioned. He's being questioned. You need, like Angela says, you know what? Forget the screwdriver. You may need a jackhammer. Because Shayla is a little bit rougher, you may actually need a jackhammer. You may need a jackhammer to get it done, actually. You may need a jackhammer. Actually, you may need a jackhammer. Because you have to be able to rivet it down. You have to be able to rivet it down. There it is. There it goes. You have to be able to drive it down. Hold on, you have to be able to, there you go. Woo. You must be able to drive it down. You must be able to drive it down. You must be able to rivet it down. But anyways, just let me just move on to the next place I want to be. You guys always met me getting in trouble with YouTube. You guys will get me in trouble with YouTube, you know. Y'all are gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. Honestly. Y'all giving too much trouble. I've told y'all tonight that I was gonna, do Okay. Let me wait. So Anthony came to apologize, and I didn't get a chance to review this properly. So more I get in this with y'all. I'm gonna make sure I watch it. I'm gonna be myself. I won't start the video too much. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped on you like that.
I'm sorry too, babe. Maybe I took it too far.
No. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have yelled at you. It's just that, all this stuff is just crazy. And I know you were just trying to protect me. Because that's what a good wife does. And you've been nothing but a good wife. It's just that when you were talking about Kai and like just that swabbing
I have put something in the chat. I have put a question in the chat, and I've asked you, would you have accepted this apology? May I play the apology so y'all can hear it? Would you have accepted this apology?
it kind of triggered me, but you didn't deserve that. You didn't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You know I don't have anything against Kai.
I know that.
I just want to make sure that things are right, that's all.
I get that. It's almost like I feel like I'm running out of sorries. Hopefully, I won't have to keep saying sorry all the time.
It's okay.
Take my foot out of my mouth when I say some crazy stuff.
I'm playing the apology so y'all can hear the apology now, because I'm gonna ask question of the ladies, and because this threw me off the levels that Amber is going on, and I spoke about something yesterday, and I wanted just to touch it a little bit. I want to touch it a little bit. Keep going.
It's okay. It's an emotional situation. I mean, who's to say you're not gonna go off on me again? But that's relationships. That's trials and tribulations. I mean, I've had my ups and downs, so who am I to not show you grace?
All right. So I'm gonna play this because it seems to me like all that Amber is doing is she's using sex as a motion of communication. And the one thing we learn about sex is, let's discuss this, as you know. Let's discuss this. It seems like Amber is using sex to communicate in her marriage. And here's the deal with sex. Here's the deal with sex. It works for a period of time. It almost is like, let's see, it's something that you take on a short-term basis for a long-term solution. It's a short-term problem. It only cures in the short term. It doesn't cure in the long term. There's a feeling that Amber is beginning to use sex and the imagery of marriage to cure her problems. So again, hold on, I love the comments, you know. I love the comments. Amber, you're giving him enough grace while he hasn't been compassionate to her feelings. Thank you very much, Mary. What was I talking about yesterday? Yesterday we talked about this. Let's discuss this like adults here. Come here. Let's discuss this. Yesterday I talked about this and I said a lot of what has happened with Shayla is from Amber. And if you ask me, she's doing the same thing again. This is that enabling thing that I was talking about. Exactly. Angela Phillips, you're right. She never do nothing wrong. But this is what I talk about with her. Meaning that she allows Anthony to get off scotch-free and just doesn't get this thing in order. Amber didn't do anything wrong. Anthony's wrong. And I wouldn't accept the apology. I would not. Exactly. She didn't do nothing wrong. What she apologize for? Why is she apologizing? But this is how she allowed them to get off of the hook. She do the same thing with Shayla. Yes, Ayana. Ayana says she's setting herself up for failure. That's correct. That's what I say. This now more with my girl now. This is what she not do for me now. What she's not doing is she's not using the past to work on the present. Only that is true. Amber thinks that sex is a peaceful. Exactly. Sex can't cure everything. Some of the things that you're going to have to talk about. Sex is just a band-aid. After the feeling pass and you know the thoughts pass, that's about it. You will have to deal with the same problem. The problem still exists. It was never worked out. So in the midst of this apology, them just have this coming on, right? Them just have this issue. And in the midst of all of this, there was no resolution. But maybe O'Neill incorrect. Maybe O'Neill is incorrect. Maybe O'Neill incorrect. Was there a resolution? Was there a resolution? Maybe O'Neill incorrect because they might try to show us marriage, you know, and sometimes I think that this is what this is. O'Neill, I don't think she's trying to use sex. I think she's trying to make her husband happy in the bedroom because she realized that is why Anthony went to Shayla. Yes, so a sex she use. Yes, Angela, you're saying the same thing that I'm saying. Sex. Bedroom, sex. You're using the bedroom, you're using sex to band-aid over your problems, and it is not the end-all, be-all. It can't band-aid every problem. You're saying exactly what I'm saying. It is sex. It is exactly sex. Amber needs to stand her ground with Anthony or just walk away, and she won't recon DIY. Because right now what she do is use sex in order to get over her problems with Anthony. Yes, make him happy. Via what? Sex. So you make him happy with what, Angela Atkinson? With sex. And a lot of times, them try to do this. What was the resolution? There you go, David. David, you're right. There was a resolution. Amber said that Anthony can verbally abuse her whenever you want. Exactly. That's what you just told this man. You never gave this man an ultimatum. You allowed this man to go off on you like that and say, well, I guess you're going to go off on me again. Just like that. So in other words, you don't care. This is not great. And this was what I was talking about yesterday with the Shayla thing. This was what I was talking about. Anthony is a karma because he needs to feel dumb for messing with his marriage with Shayla over being pregnant. He lost 2 babies behind running behind Shayla. I hope Kai is not his. Me hope so too. This is what's going on right here, so. Them using sex for paintbrush over it. Don't think that men have them time when they use sex for paintbrush over the issues, you know. I'm sure you have had instances where you probably try to use sex to paintbrush the issue, but it don't work. After a period of time, the sex goes. Antoinette, welcome into the chat. Thank you very much for the super chat, Antoinette. Where you say, Antoinette? Tell me where you say in the super chat. I don't see it. Put your comment up, Antoinette, so we can put it up. Vanswell, no verbal abuse, just putting his... Vanswell, man, I'm not even listening. He was being very abusive. That man abused his wife and barely did anything. The resolution was that she's able to get her freak on. What's wrong with that? That's the resolution. What's wrong with that is that will become the end all be all. So this will become an abusive relationship, Monique. This is what you call those relationships where women complain about all the time. And them come on the TV shows or they'll talk to them friends and they will tell us that man is not any good. But it's not that the man not good enough. It's that they have taught this man how to treat them poorly. And they try to use sex to whitewash it. That's what's wrong with that. That is what is wrong with that. That's what's wrong with it. Try to use sex to paintbrush it. Yes, she can get her freak on. She's not short. Amber, go and ask her she's short. She a go and actually need short. She's short. Toxic relationship. That is correct, Juanita. Very toxic. This has now become toxic. M. Johnson says, when are we going to agree that Amber is doing this to herself? She keeps blind into red flags. Yes, we agree to you. Trust me, M. Johnson, I agree with you. In this case, I can agree with you. This is kind of what I've been saying. Vanswell, we're not listening. Vanswell is giving trouble. Vanswell is giving trouble. Amber is carrying 110% of the margin. Anthony is taking advantage of it because he knows that Amber is not going anywhere. Yes, Lynette. Yes. If he knows that she's not going nowhere, then yes, he's going to take advantage of it. Anthony may not have the strong swimmers or enough. He not have the jackhammer power. It's already abusive and it's sad. Yes, it is. Very, very sad. What you said, Anthony, let me put your comment up. Anthony says, I don't believe Amber is doing that. Yes, she is. She has to put her foot down. As long as she now put her foot down, Antoinette, she is allowing this man to treat her poorly. You have something called boundaries. People treat you how you teach them to treat you. If they can scream at you every single day and you take it, I'm going to continue screaming at you because you have taught me, hey, O'Neill, scream at me. If each day I may have to hit you for you to understand, guess what? Every day I'm going to hit you. Because that's what you're saying to me. That's why she's teaching him she's teaching him to treat her like this. She's turning into a doormat. Yes, who said that? She turned a doormat. She's allowing Anthony to disrespect her verbally and get away with it. You know, make people disrespect you and get away with it. Trap star, you're right. The marriage is getting worse and worse. They need to end this abusive marriage. There's nothing else for us to see. Nothing for us to see. But the truth though is, Trap star, they are showing you how sometimes we stay too long in a marriage or a relationship. Because we do. Why do you think you have so many scarred women and scarred men? Them scarred because them stay too long in a relationship. The red flags have been screaming a long time ago. But because somebody told you, you know what, Trap star? You're in love. Don't worry about it. Couples argue all the time. They go through this all the time. You know, because the man loves you. That's why he does this. Does what? That would be a question. So it's not like them incorrect for showing this because it is true. What you're seeing is true. People get trapped by marriages. We do get trapped by marriages. Karine says, what you allow becomes a standard. Yes. Yes. What you allow becomes a standard. Where's Nanya? I hope he does leave Amber and Johnson. And he will lose his money. That will break his heart even more. Well, we hope so. Because right now, it's obviously a doormat. Yes, Angela Phillips, right now, Amber is a doormat. He just doesn't put her on her when he's ready. And you want to tell me, say, this is okay, this is not okay. But that's your girl. And she has allowed these things already. She allowed Shayla to do this before. And she's now allowing Anthony to do it again. This was what O'Neal was talking about. When O'Neal said Amber trust but verify. Amber trust but not verify. Amber will trust but not verify. Aminita, see what I talk about? People say O'Neal at this point, can Victor come back because Anthony needs to remember how she's supposed to be treated. The truth is he may have wanted a green card, but good God, he did treat her better. A little bit better than what's going on here. He wasn't screaming at her like this. And I don't like the fact that they might give the savior syndrome. If she could have only get another man. But hey, it is what it is. Sandra says, red flag been waving since Anthony came back. Thank you very much, Sandra. Long time the red flag a wave, but guess what? She don't see it up to now. That's what the moral of the story is. How the red flags are shunned and nobody does anything. That's what Anthony takes care of. That's why Anthony takes care of both women, so he can be used. He can use his masculine weight to control them. Yes, spoon 12. Yes, that's why him do this. Because I want to be able to can control him, and he's right now in control. Amber is like a lot of women. Love, being married, status, etc. She allows him to disrespect her, apologize, and take sex and skip down the yellow brick road. Yes. Carol, thank you very much for pinpointing this. Carol, me say, oh my gosh. Me love the comment. Let me put up again. This is what I'm talking about. That's why they're showing me. That is why they're showing this. Because they're showing you how sometimes a lot of women and men, can have men to take it, them stay in these relationships. Somebody say Anthony does not control Shayla. Well, he does try to. I know you mean David, but he does try. He does give it a shot. He gives it a shot. There's no perfect marriage, and there's going to end up, they're going to be up and down all through life. No, there's not any perfect marriage, but there's abusive marriage, and then there's marriage. There's no perfect marriage, but there's an abusive marriage, and then there's a marriage. Are two different things. Let's call a spade a spade. There is a toxic marriage and then there's a marriage. There is a toxic marriage and then there is marriage. They're not the same things. They are not the same things. Diane, where's it, Diane? Let's put your comment up, Diane. Let me see if I find a comment. Diane, where's the comment? The baby Amber lost wasn't Anthony's baby. Oh, you know, it wasn't. It had to be Anthony's baby. It had to be Anthony's baby because the baby was, she got the baby after a year of marriage. The baby can't last as long as the baby do, Diane. It had to be Anthony's baby. That was Anthony's baby. That baby was Anthony's baby. Amber is ashamed she took Anthony back as she admitted to Arby on the porch. Anthony treats Amber so bad. Yes, Donna, him treat her so bad. He made it clear he wants Shayla in his life. Amber gonna let it go. Jeff, that's correct. On the steps, he has made it clear. It doesn't matter if Kai is or not. He has made it unequivocally clear. When did he say that? Anthony is moving money if Amber leaves him right now. They're going to find out that when Anthony comes back, he was moving assets. He doesn't remember that Brittany has his financials. No, I remember that. A woman who takes like a cheating man should never have to go through this. He will cheat on you again and again. Women, always respect yourself, and you'll never get respected, or you'll never get respected. You see that? But just put the comments in from the males in the channel, cause we know what's going on. You know, we know that women take the foolishness. You know, women will take on the Pookie and Ray Ray to treat them bad. We now go like we don't think we don't know. Joe Grind, we call him in Jamaica. You will take a Pookie and Ray Ray and allow the treatment from Pookie and Ray Ray like this. And then Chad will be left to the side. Notice where Shayla left Chad. To the side. Chad is a good man. He wants Shayla alone, but she left him to the side. She wants a Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray. That's what she wants. That's what it is. There was no need for Amber to feel. There is no need for Amber to feel that she had to apologize to Anthony. No need at all, Kasim. But she apologized. And we know, we as men know, say, you know, whenever we get a girl to be doing this, oh, we are going to step on her like a doormat. We are going to walk all over her. Can they have her go to Detroit? She need to go to Detroit. Where says she need to go to Detroit? How many times does she need to go to Detroit? It is terrible. It is terrible. So ladies, answer the question. Is Amber now causing her own misery? Be real, ladies. Be real. Yes or no? Is she causing her own misery? Yes or no? Is Amber starting to cause her own misery? I spoke about this yesterday when Arby said birds of a feather flock together. And I told you the levels of Arby meant. It no means that Amber not know the potential to be a good girl, but Amber tends to she take on some people in her life that she's not supposed to take on. Some friends that she's not supposed to take on. Mama Brenda warned her about it. And I showed you the clip yesterday. She has caused her own misery. Because she's allowing this to happen. At this point, who else allowing this? Maybe y'all know somebody else that's doing this to Amber right now. But go ahead and tell me. Who else causing this right now? Who else causing this? Somebody has caused this. Emphatic. She is causing her own misery at this point. You cannot be here and not know that you need to leave this man and not leave the man alone. What did you guys tell me about Rafi? Only say Rafi caused him own misery. And even though I had some words for, what's your name again? For Momo, you are correct. Rafi caused some misery because people keep telling him. People kept telling Rafi what was going on and he was causing the misery. Mike caused him misery just to see him. People keep telling Mike, Dominique not right. Him not good for her at all. Rico there why he's not good for her. Amber never did follow through with reading her Bible. She stopped reading her, you know what, she might stop reading her Bible for you. What is that? She stopped reading the word? Somebody said Amber stopped reading her Bible. Let me ask the chat right now. Did Amber stop reading her Bible? So in other words, Anthony and the devil. Y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. Where did she stop reading her Bible? She stopped reading her Bible. Her Bible stopped reading. Her Bible has been parked. Our Bible stopped reading because of Jacama time now. You know, dug out. Time to get dug out. Pretty much. You know, read the Bible, especially since, it's Jackamas and them thing there. Huh? So y'all are saying she has stopped reading her Bible. Ever since the Jackama stuff has been going on, she stopped reading her Bible. What I said, she stopped reading her Bible. What I say, Amber stopped reading her Bible. Her jackhammer is back, so she has stopped reading her Bible. The jackhammer is back. What is it? Amber, stop reading the Bible. The jackhammer come back. So since the jackhammer come back, she stopped reading her Bible. We can't tell when last Amber opened the Bible. We can't tell when last. We cannot tell when last. Drill out. I'm going to behave myself. I'm going to behave myself. Drill out, eh? Drill out. All right, but now go. Drill out. Now say, Amber, stop reading our Bible. Stop reading our Bible. Anyways, let me try to give some of the other stories a little shine. Let's move it to a different story. Rachel may have saved, maybe Rachel can save the day. Can Rachel save Mike? That's the big question I think everybody asking right now. Rachel is doing some things that we have never seen.
Yeah.
This is Sunny's dad.
Sunny?
Yeah.
As in pregnant?
Yes, as in pregnant.
Whoa, good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
So now, how do you know my daughter?
Well, it's a long story, but I'm Mike's childhood friend.
Really?
And business partner.
Okay. Gotta get back
No,
to the
we got all the time in the world. I'm driving.
Because
It's all good.
I got a few questions if you don't mind. I mean,
If you got questions,
childhood friends, huh?
I'm here to answer.
There we
Let me
go.
ask you this.
So some way, somehow, Rachel has gotten himself into this, right? And Rachel is now spilling the beans. He knew what he was doing. I think Rachel knew exactly what he was doing in this scene. But some way, somehow, it's working in Mike's favor. We don't know how, but it's working in Mike's favor.
What was Mike like as a child?
Mike?
Curious. Yes, Mike.
Well, I can say if Mike had an audience, he's going to perform.
Okay.
Number two, Mike was like the player of high school. He was the prom king, all of that. And he was a demon with the women. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was a demon with the women. But you know, lately he's been shocking me. He changed. I truly believe he changed.
For the good?
For the good. For example, earlier at the car wash, there was this young woman, she comes by and she says that she's friends with one of Mike's best exes, his favorite ex. Her name is Six. Tall, goddess, beautiful. You know he got a type. He likes them tall and fit, just like Sonny. But my bad, sorry, that was a little too
So
much.
what I mean by this, David, yes, he's not intentionally trying to do it, but because he talks so much and because him love getting in the middle of things, some way, somehow it's working out in Mike's favor.
But she wanted to connect them back together, and Mike, he declined. And that's something he would never do. And I'm being very transparent with you. And basically, he said that he can't see himself not being in a two-parent household with Sonny and a child. And I really respect him for that. So Mike has changed.
Look at the look on Dominic's face. If looks could kill. D. Joseph, yes, O'Neal Amber has not followed through on anything. No account, no answer for the sale of the theater, and no DNA test for Kai. Just sex. She should have built her bag and bounced. That's correct. D. Joseph, I love that observation. I'm glad people see that now because I kept saying that. But anyway, if looks could kill.
And I think you got a good son-in-law, for sure. Hopefully that one day that can happen, where he could be your son-in-law.
I appreciate you sharing that. I needed to hear that.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Dom.
You all be safe?
We'll see you back at the office.
Well, I thought we're all gonna go, right?
No, actually, if it's okay, I'm gonna keep down behind.
All right, so the big question now is Rashal about to be removed by Dom? That's the question. Is Rashal about to be moved by Dom? And let me keep answering questions. Diane says, Kai is Arby's child, O'Neal. Look at Kai's forehead. Pure jacket him get. Glow looks like a man. That's what Ashley says. So you think Larry put Bethany in her place? I haven't seen a lot of the Bethany skits these days, because Bethany kind of calmed down for me. The question may I ask people is this: will Rashal be the person to save Mike? She thanks for hitting 1 million views on often. 1 million views often. Can Rashal's mouth save Mike? That's a big question. We just want to know. Yes or no? Yes or no? Shayla's a child in real. Kai is Shayla's child in real life. Kai is Shayla's child in real life. Yes, it's a real child in real life. It really is. She breed for true. Rashal saved Mike's entire future with the golden. The Amber and Shayla skits them kind of can get weird, and that's why, it's just that they're starting to try to interesting up the topics with it. They are trying. But how they're writing the story right now with Dom and Mike. Is Noel a man? We don't know if Noel is a man. Who keeps saying that? Is Noel a man? We don't know. I don't think so. They are tough to watch. They are tough to watch. Greg is indeed interested in Dominic. Some of my skits you can skip because some of them are hard to watch. I just try to watch ones that are intriguing and that will turn the story. So that's why I'm asked about Rashal, because Mike keeps turning them story. Or what you call it? Rashal is turning them story. The next story that I like, but I think they're dragging the story is I think they're dragging this story, but I could be wrong. Are they dragging the Natasha story? That's what I'm gonna like them. Sometimes they drag the story a little bit too much.
This is not happening. I'm going to jail.
I just have to laugh to prevent myself from being angry with you because
Get the tag too. Put the tag in the video so she can't lie and say that wasn't her car. So you might have to go on over there. You might have to run over there. You got to get the tag. She gonna say that's not her car.
No, I love this story, but I feel like they might drag it too much. Somebody asked me if Noel is a man. I don't know. What do you mean? Yes, Noel is what? Noel is actually Leon. Okay. Really? Hold on. Noel is actually a man? They are entertaining, but sometimes they drag the story a little bit. But I love that little party today.
Get a picture of them doing it too. Crawl up the balcony.
for this.
No, you're not.
I was like, I did this when I was in college.
You got it though.
Whew, girl, you gotta be
That's
glad.
why she backed up in there, because she's gonna say that wasn't even my car.
So we're sure about Donna and Charles already, right? We know they've seen it. I just don't understand why they're carrying this story so far. I think they're not even carrying it no further. Somebody keeps saying that Noel is a man. Who's saying that? What I talk about? Noel is a man. Where you guys get this from? Want to get this from? Where y'all getting this stuff from? Who says that Noel is a man? I'm gonna have to check that one out. Noel is a man. Are y'all sure? Hold on. Are you sure that Noel is a man? Wanna add that stamp and sign by a JP? Who said that? We do enjoy Rolanda and Natasha. We just don't like the fact that they might repeat the same thing over and over again. The problem I'm having, David, is they need to write the story a little more cleverly, because you can't allow the characters to know too much. In other words, I think that, to me, writing wise, Natasha shouldn't have known anything. She shouldn't have gotten the thing them yet. Or it's a mystery. Alright, no, that's going to tell me that I have to go watch the skip to see exactly if I can find out what's going on. So we can get to the... We can get to the base. We don't want to say bottom. We don't want to say bottom. I'm not getting to the bottom of it. I'm not getting to the bottom of it. I refuse to get to the bottom of the Noel Man skit. Monique, Monique, I didn't watch it either. I haven't watched it either, Monique, so I refuse to get to it. Y'all are something else. I refuse to get to the bottom of it. I refuse to get to the bottom of it. I'm not getting to the bottom of it. I refuse to get to the bottom of it. No pun intended. Pun intended. No pun intended. I refuse to get to the bottom of it. Anyways. That's our time. I tried to discuss as many skits as I possibly could, guys. Have a wonderful night. Look out for the mini live at what time? 8:30 Pacific Standard Time or whatever time that is on your time. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.